Begin our discussion. Neeraj Deewan is joins in on the show right now. Neeraj, hi, good morning. Just trying to analyze how the world would be in the Trump 2.0 era. What do you think it really means for India? I mean, lots still needs to be figured out, but given our market construct, how the earnings have been, the kind of FII pullouts that we've seen, where do you think the markets are headed?
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, definitely there can be a lot of volatility, the kind of unpredictability Donald Trump had got earlier also. So one would be really focusing on what news come flows on a daily basis. So that volatility will continue. So you can have days with market will open high, then days market will open gap down, depending on, the news flow which keeps on coming from US for some days. You get a real clarity on in what way and what intensity, the talk about tariffs and all that is going on. But I think what you rightly said is our concern is mostly domestic right now because there has been a definitely growth concern. Earnings have not been that great last quarter. This quarter also, they've been mixed so far. We've not got any great earnings, though some couple of banks have come out with decent set of numbers. But I think we need to watch carefully how our earnings are panning out because this FI outflow that is happening is getting increased because of the slowdown and the earnings and our growth which is faltering right now. So if something needs to change, it has to change domestically. The earnings need to improve, or they need to be at least a clear-cut, direction from the government that they acknowledge that there's some slowdown and they are ready to take some action as far as growth is concerned. So till that comes, I think this problem that we're facing of continued FI outflow and slowdown may continue. So one needs to watch what is happening in this earnings season, and of course what comes in the budget, which can give some indication on whether what concern is there as far as the government is concerned.
So Neeraj, are you buying the market now, or are you still sitting on cash? I mean, what's been your portfolio strategy?
Actually, you've got opportunities. Earlier also, market had corrected. Now again, market had come close to 23,000 kind of level. So around those levels, you get opportunities, especially in the mid cap space, where the correction from when market touched 24,700 odd, and then it came down all the way to 23,200 to 23,100. You got opportunities in mid cap. So I think one needs to encash on those opportunities and where you get you be more stock focused. And if you're getting the stock that you are tracking at reasonable valuation, I think and that's what we've also been doing. So wherever the valuation comfort comes and we are comfortable in the growth prospect and the stocks are corrected, we are adding up to our stocks.
Neeraj, out of this list of stocks which are flat or which are part of Nifty 50 have not given any returns, names like Kotak, what else do you like?
Among these stocks also, stocks like Infosys and Kotak have just given trading opportunities for traders. Infosys has gone close to 2,000, corrected to 1,700, and back time corrected to 1,300 also. And then it's come all the way back to 2,000. It's given those 2-3 moves in the last couple of years. And similarly, Kotak, it's not been able to cross that 2,000 kind of a level. It's always faltered there and comes back. But this results a little better for Kotak. So let's hope Kotak, which has been trading at a discount to its average earnings, moves out of the range now and does better for the next couple of years. But besides this, I'm more positive on, even defense stocks which had corrected, but now they've again started the up move. So one should be looking at opportunities in defense space. There are 2-3 large names there, something like a Mazagon Dock or a HAL, which had corrected, and these stocks, if one needs to cash on the opportunities when they're dips, buy the dips, I think they are long-term stock which can give good returns. And infrastructure is another space where L&T has given a correction, stayed there, then started moving up a bit. Now L&T is one stock where the consolidation has been there for quite some time now. So I think that is another stock one should be watching for among the large cap spaces concerned. And then this real estate sector also, those stocks have corrected there. I think over the next couple of years now, the interest rate cycle is moving in India, and the interest rates the RBI starts their first cut from February. Real estate sector is another space one should keep a lookout on on stock specific ideas there. And banking as a space, the PSU banks, there I think the larger PSU banks and two, three better managed PSU banks, which came out with decent set of numbers last quarter also. I think that is one space where also I feel that there is opportunity. One can be a long-term buyer in those stocks.
For Vodafone Idea in the previous year, so I think these could act as major resistance band, for the stock price. So it's not an avoid, as such from a long-term play, but yeah, I believe a buy and dips could be a much more better strategy for Vodafone Idea.
Right, okay, that's the strategy coming in right now on Vodafone Idea. Just, taking stock of some of the other stocks which are going to be in focus. And of course, sure enough, we'll have our eyes closely, monitoring what the move on Zomato is after its numbers. Neeraj, I don't know if you've taken a look or deep dived into those numbers. Should there be a significant fall in the stock, you think it becomes a buy?
Yeah, I think if there's a significant fall from these levels, definitely it's a buy. But right now, I think there may be some more fall because numbers took everyone by surprise, and the kind of commentary which also came post the numbers also not that encouraging. So there is definitely a period of consolidation which may happen for the stock for the next couple of quarters. I think if you get opportunity, if the stock corrects a lot, definitely it's a long-term buy as far as I'm concerned. And because they are seeing some slowdown in the food business, but the quick commerce business is really growing a lot, and there is a good potential there. So one should use an opportunity if the stock corrects a lot from these levels.
Checking on Paytm as well and how it finally settled in trade yesterday, given that they are expecting steady growth in the merchant loans and also double-digit margins soon as well. I don't know if we can, bring up the soundbite from the Paytm management from the con call. We'll try and bring that up. But that, of course, is going to be the other stock which is going to be in focus. Oberoi Realty came out with its numbers, and their Q3 EBITDA has seen an uptick of about 68%. Margins as well have expanded all the way to 61% with a comparable of 48% on a year-on-year basis. Neeraj, how much of the good news within realty, which was one of the best performing sectors of the year gone by, is behind us? And do you sense now then that, as new capacity comes on board, there will be some amount of pressure maybe on the earnings?
Yeah, actually, I feel that some stocks which had run up a lot have consolidated and corrected also in the last couple of months. I'm talking about the DLF. So DLF, after seeing a good run up, has been consolidated. They've seen some correction there. I think now relatively more or less stock specific. The kind of launch and the what the kind of bookings you get post the launches, what will be the next couple of quarters. That is true for DLF also, because last quarter was not that great, but this quarter, next quarter, they have a lot of launches, and the launches happened this quarter. The last quarter also did well for them. So I think it's been more stock specific. So definitely last 2-3 years, you saw good run up in some of the stock, but there was some news which I read about the luxury inventory built up in the Bombay market, and the stocks which are purely focused on the Bombay market may see some consolidation, some slowdown in the short term. But overall, I think it's more stock specific as far as realty is concerned.
Neeraj, great having you on the show. Thanks as always for your time and your talk on stocks.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.